All right, everyone. As I said, good morning and welcome to the Northeast U.S. Judge Conference for, let's call it the second half of 2016 here. Woo! This has potential to be the largest single judge conference so far. So thank you very much for being willing to participate in it and coming out. Obviously, I know from experience that it's a long region to get across. A brief introduction. I am not Sean Doherty. I can't even do it. I don't know. Obviously, first off, the hair is just wrong. I recently took over for Sean as regional coordinator. My name is actually John Alderfer. I am the regional coordinator for the Northeast. Sean gave us almost 5 years in this position and set me up pretty well. I came in really having no idea what to expect, having a general idea of, okay, I know the states. I can find them on a map. I'm good. But when I came in and started getting up to speed, I found that we have actually a great system in place of, really strong, really dedicated individuals who are helping to make this region work. As of the last numbers that I've seen, we are the largest region by judge number in the world. We are currently right around 600 judges in the region. Math gets a little fuzzy now that we have multiple regions possibility. But that's right around where we are. We're just under 100 level 2+ judges, and we're in double digits as far as level 3, with a couple more pending. So there's been solid growth. I don't have percentages yet. Amusingly, I will be flying out in a few hours to attend the regional coordinator conference over in Rotterdam, where they will give me all sorts of figures that would have been really great to have for my talk to you right now. But this is what I know. Obviously, it's been a period of change. You change out the top of the region. We change out a lot of the structure of the program. We are now firmly in the new world order. And want to call out and thank Bears, who will be coming up and chatting with you shortly, for some of his work on getting out the L2 testing specs. That's something that was announced just about a day ago. Obviously, they announced it a while back, and I came out and said that we wanted to do it right. We wanted to have a plan in place, and a lot of that has been Bears picking up and running with it. So thank you very much for that. That it should help us to address one of the problems that has been constant throughout the area, in that, once again, big region, L3's fairly concentrated to the east in the area, makes it sometimes difficult for quality aspiring L1s to get to the L2 that they deserve to be. So we are looking to have quality L2s who are willing to help out on this and who have the experience to make it work, possibly spread out the load and allow us to facilitate that testing. Make it a quicker, easier process. We want people to get to the level they deserve to be at, where they can best contribute. Along the lines of contributing, We obviously have the area captain program in place. We are modifying that slightly. Once again, yesterday, more announcements. We have just split an area. We did the Long Island / NYC are no longer /. They are distinct now, and we have 2 new area captains filling in there. We have had a lot of solid applicants for that, and it's great to see. Those are not going to be the only opportunities. We are looking, or I'm now that I have a little bit of time, looking to establish more groups to push forward regional projects. Things like the conferences. There has been a change in the way conferences are run and will be run in the future. Up to this point, each region was given 2 conferences and a leadership conference. And for a region such as ours, that meant that, well, we have these giant conferences where people come in from everywhere, and that's great. But it's not always the best way to do things. And we have a new structure that will allow people to have slightly smaller, more regionalized conferences. So that's going to be something that we're going to look into doing moving forward for 2017. Want to still preserve at least one of these large conferences because coming together as a region has value, and we want to preserve that. But we also want to see what we can do to facilitate the transfer of information and social gatherings. So even small regional, not regional, area meetups, state level meetups, we can facilitate those. There's a little more support from the program for that. So that and other things such as tournament coordination and education programs want to get groups of judges working together to best plan and implement those. So in the next month or 2, hope to get some announcements out, hope to get some groups formed to work along those lines. So that's a brief view of what's coming. For those of you who are level 2 at this point, there has been a question about renewals. Renewals will be happening. Part of the New World Order announcement was that there would be a test and there would be a review needed and there would be 2 competitive level events needed. Well, it's the judge program, so that test is definitely coming someday. There are people who are working to implement it, but it will not be this year. So what will be coming is shortly I will be putting up a Google form, because love the Google form, for everybody to fill out, and it'll basically boil down to, have you worked to competitive? And these aren't even necessarily large competitive events. Have you worked 2 competitive events this year? And have you written a review of another judge? This year, if you've done that, congratulations. You have done what we need you to do to maintain your level 2 status for the year. And thank you. Thank you for your activity. And that's about what I've got for everybody. Once again, want to thank you all for coming out for this. They've put together an amazing lineup for us today. Lots of things going on. I will be heading out, unfortunately, in just a little bit. But I have this giant box of foily goodness that I will be dropping off with them. Wanted to make sure that everybody got that. So, what's in the box? Very nice call out. Similarly, I have a smaller box. This is something I will leave at the front desk as well. Would say to anybody who has ordered swag from the swag train, as it were, the hype train. If you haven't seen Joe or gotten payment to Joe, he's out there behind the swag station computer. If you are interested in these things, I imagine he can probably still put an order in for you as well. We have an amazing new logo Thanks to several people who participated in the contest. We went with the inspired design by Krug over there. And for official communications, those of you who received a letter from me for this most recent exemplar mailing know that I am intending to use that logo for any and everything that I can. So I'm going to plaster that thing everywhere. So it's want to thank Terrence Chung, who was the one who used his design skills to finalize that as well. So thank you very much. And back to the little box. I'm going to be leaving this out on that table. A bit of a diversion. We have simplified judge feedback. There's a very short URL for that. There's feedback.magicjudge.org. And if you can't remember that, we have this box of little cards that we can have out. If you want to grab a couple, feel free. You can give this out to somebody if they feel they want to give feedback. It has that. It has place for them to write down information as well. So we have some of these. We will have more of these, and I will be doing what I can to get these distributed to everybody. Figure this is a great place to start. So with that, I'm going to step aside and let Bears take the podium here. Once again, thank you, everyone, and enjoy your day.